Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're here to do my top 15 social games and apps for the MetaQuest 3S and the MetaQuest 3. In my opinion, social VR is what made me love VR when I first got into it. The fact that I can, play all these mini games or join all these social worlds or watch movies with people from all around the world and meeting people and playing with people and actually feel like you're with them in presence is what excites me about VR. It's what makes VR awesome. So this list makes perfect sense. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, coming in at number 15 is NFL Pro Era 2025. This is a game that you're going to have a ton of fun with your friends, especially of course if they're football fans, NFL fans, and Madden fans. This game not only lets you play online head-to-head, where you can finally this year play on the defensive and the offensive side, so you're not just sitting on the sidelines doing nothing, but now you get to play both sides of the ball, which is super fun. But on top of that, they also have a giant social hub where you can be on the field with you and up to 8 of your friends and be in there playing catch, playing different mini games, kind of creating your own different games and stuff like a lot of people like to do in there. So you really have a lot of social activities and creativity that you can do in this social hub, I guess you can call it, of being on the field and doing whatever you want with your friends. So it creates a lot of different fun opportunities to play with your friends and socializing and stuff like that. So it's a really good game for multiplayer. NFL Pro Era 2025 coming in at number 15. The next one here coming in at number 14 is Trivia Crack VR. This used to be on App Labs for a very long time, and it is now officially on the official store, which is fantastic for everyone to be able to easily more find this. And Trivia Crack obviously is a game that a lot of us know from back in the day of being on our phones, but they really took the creativity of making it for VR and didn't just do a regular trivia game, but actually added VR interactions and VR mini games that you're playing while answering these questions. And obviously it is a great social game to be able to play around the table with your friends trying to compete. I'm not even a big trivia fan, but this game makes me play trivia because the questions are all fun, general knowledge from a bunch of different categories. So if you don't know one category, you'll know another. The graphics are fun. The creativity of what you do throughout the trivia game is fun. So it's just my favorite trivia game I've ever played in VR easily. Really great social game to play with your friends, and everyone knows how to play trivia, so it's a really easy game to get into with your friends. So Trivia Crack World coming in at number 14. The next one here coming in at number 13 is PokerStars presents Vegas Infinite, a game that's been around for a really long time. Started off as just being poker, and now it's a full-on casino where you can actually not only play poker with your friends and have a bunch of different players around the table, a bunch of different environments that you can be in, being able to play poker and stuff, but now you can also play blackjack, and you can actually play slot machines and all these kinds of things. A lot of things that you can kind of do, but obviously it lends itself to being a really social game. Poker in and of itself is a really social game, but this game lends itself even more so because of all the unlockables that are in the game that you could use that when you win your chips and stuff like that, all those different items that you can kind of use and mess with people around the table and just have fun with your friends and stuff like that. It is one of the most social games that you can play, but you obviously need to love the casino atmosphere and poker in general, and there's always a good amount of people to play because you're also playing not just people in VR, but it's also a 2D game as well, so there's never a short amount of people to play because this game is super popular and is being played everywhere. So PokerStars VR coming in at number 13. The next game here coming in at number 12 is Real VR Fishing, another one that's been around for a while, and they keep adding new environments where you can go fishing with your friends. And obviously, fishing in general is a really calm experience. You kind of chill out by the lakeside, by the beaches and all that kind of stuff, waiting for you to catch a fish. Obviously, that leads to a lot of social time with your friends, while you're enjoying fishing, catching these fishes. And when someone catches a big one, everyone kind of goes nuts. Game lends it perfectly to be a social VR game. All the different things that they've added over the years to this game, real life environments that you can go to like Daytona and stuff like that with your friends, kind of chill there and enjoy the environment, catching fish and doing exactly what you would do in real life if you were actually fishing, which is a really social thing to do, and it is just like that in VR. Real VR Fishing coming in at number 12. The next one here coming in at number 11 is Racket Club. Racket Club is from a company called Resolution Games. I love them, and this is kind of like if you combine racquetball and tennis and stuff like that and ping pong. It is super fun, really creative use of playing a game like this, but what makes it stand out in a list like this is their social hub as well. Not only can you play 1v1 or 2v2 against your friends, but you're in a giant social hub where you can actually see other players play live, listen to their conversations, listen to their voice chats if you go up to them, and it just creates like a little world around you where everyone's playing this game against each other. You'll see some people playing 1v1, some people playing 2v2. If you go near them, you'll hear their conversations. They can go near you and join in on your conversations. It just makes for a really fun, world that you can kind of enjoy with your friends and everyone else online as well. Super, super fun. I love social hubs. Everyone kind of knows this. That's why I create lists like this, because there's a lot of games out there that have great social hubs to be able to play with your friends, and this is one of them. Racket Club coming in at number 11. The next one here coming in at number 10 is Exploding Kittens. We all know that I love my board games and love board games in VR even more. This is a really new game on the list that just came out a couple of months ago. Exploding Kittens is a really popular game, card game, kind of like Uno-esque kind of thing that a lot of people have loved for years, that they sell at Target and everything, and they really brought this game into VR perfectly, in my opinion. Again, another one where not only can you play with 5 players around the table with your friends, but it also has a social hub where not only can you play the card game, but you have different multiple modes in there as well. You have arcade mini games that you can play. It's super, super cool. And again, it's like a giant social hub where you can see other people playing the card game and hear their conversations, and seeing them play these mini games, have 5 people playing against with you. Again, super fun, creative use case. They didn't just do the simple thing of making the board game in VR, so super awesome. Exploding Kittens coming in at number 10. The next one here coming in at number 9 is called Wooorld, and Wooorld is if you put Google Maps into VR, where you can kind of explore the world, but obviously explore the world with your friends, which is super awesome. And you get to use the meta avatars and stuff like that, where you can kind of go in there and explore the world and go to any part of the city and kind of see some of them created in 3D models. It's kind of like having Google Maps at your fingertips, but being able to explore the world with your friends. And they also have mini games that you can play in here as well, where it brings you to different locations, and you have to kind of guess where you are depending on where you're sitting, and all these different mini games that you can play, which makes obviously the game a little bit more fun. But there's nothing like exploring and kind of visiting different areas around the world that you couldn't probably go to on your own time, to be able to see them in VR and kind of explore it with your friends at the same time and talk about it and reminisce maybe about vacations you've been to, or different spots you've been to, or maybe different spots you want to go to and stuff like that. Really, really cool. Wooorld coming in at number 9. The next one here coming in at number 8 is Golf Plus, a game that's also been around for a while. And Golf Plus really has a great golfing experience where you can, of course, play with friends, and you can actually play on real-life golf courses and stuff like that. They also have a little bit of mini golf that you can play as well. They do concentrate mostly on the actual golf experience, or the real courses that you can go to and stuff like that and play with your friends, which is already awesome as it is. But what really separates this and makes it being added to this list is, if you guys know Top Golf, real-life location that a lot of us know that we have around here, Top Golf, the experience is actually in here as well, where you can have you and up to 8 of your friends kind of in there doing the Top Golf experience, where you're kind of on the top and shooting the balls into different zones on the actual field and stuff like that to try and get the highest score, or hit different areas of it, land it in certain areas. And they have like this giant, again, social hub as well, where you can hang out with your friends and do this Top Golf experience, not only playing the Top Golf experience, but also playing little mini games behind you and stuff like that. They have YouTube integration, so you can listen to music and stuff like that while you're actually playing. Again, fantastic game. So many things to do in this game. It's an awesome experience all around between their golf and mini golf and the Top Golf experience. And they continually update this game all the time. Golf Plus coming in at number 8. The next one here coming in at number 7 is Demeo Battles, also interchanged with the original Demeo. Demeo Battles is the PvP version of the same game, where you and up to 3 of your friends can kind of go PvP on a dungeon board, where you can actually play and move your characters and try to be the last one standing and try to kill you, use your minions to kind of kill each other and stuff like that, which is really fun. But Demeo is also the same one that they came out originally, which is a PvE game where you and 3 of your friends are cooperatively taking down the story that you're in and the CPU that you're playing against and stuff like that. It's kind of like playing Dungeons and Dragons in a board game form in VR. It's a fantastic experience. Obviously, very good game to be able to play with your friends, especially the cooperative version of the game, because you're really, talking to each other, socializing, and being like, hey, you go here, I'll go there, I'll go around the corner, we'll try to beat him over here. So it's a very social game, very, very fun game. The reason I picked Demeo Battles, though, is because you can get through a game a lot faster, 10 to 15 minute games, as opposed to the original Demeo, where if you want to beat and go through the level, it's probably going to take you a couple of hours to beat one mission. So depends what you're in the mood for and what you want to do. If you want to make a night out of it, both games are fantastic in their own way for their own reasons. Demeo Battles coming in at number 7. The next one here coming in at number 6 is Walkabout Mini Golf. This is a really great social game. This is obviously a mini golf game, and they continuously also update this game, and man, it is so good. They're always adding new courses that are based on either original ideas, or properties that we know from movies like The Labyrinth or video games that they just added here recently. They just added a Christmas course to this game, which is really, really awesome. They did a Pixar layer before. Again, this is a really great social game because you and up to 7 of your friends can actually play this mini golf game. And who doesn't love playing mini golf? And now you can actually play it in VR. And there's so many different courses that you're never going to get bored of this game, and they're always coming out with new ones. And you can also find these lost balls, so you can go searching around the map looking for them and kind of make a little scavenger hunt of it as well, with a little side distraction that they have in all the courses. It's just super well done. The courses are super inventive, and I always look forward to the new ones that come out with. Walkabout Mini Golf coming in at number 6. The next one here coming in at number 5 is Among Us VR, a game that a lot of us know that started off on our phones, that we all used to play, that you're basically, a part of a crew on a spaceship and you are separated into different teams and you're trying to find the imposter that's trying to ruin all your plans. You go around the ship and you have to, hit different controls and do different tasks that you're supposed to do, but the imposter doesn't really have an assigned task. They're just trying to kill other people, and you're trying to find out and try to catch the person that's killing people. And in VR, it's so much fun because there's a lot more tension in VR than you have on just a regular 2D screen. So Among Us in VR, in my opinion, is way better than the 2D version on the phone. It's super fun. I hope that they keep updating it with new maps. But even as it is a super fun game to play. Obviously, very, very social since you're trying to figure out who done it and who the imposter is. Super, super fun. Among Us VR coming in at number 5. The next one here is a game called Rec Room, a game that's been around originally since VR started, and this is a gigantic social, space and world and stuff like that, where people create different rooms and different things. Rec Room creates different things as well. Bunch of different mini games from everything that you can think of, from darts to full-on missions that you're playing with your friends, to experiencing different things, to paintballing and laser tag and stuff like that. All of these variety of different things that you can do in this game, racing and stuff like that. It is a gigantic social, world that you can kind of limitlessly explore with your friends. Always something new to do. And like I said, it's been around for a while, and they opened it up on the phones now recently as well. So you'll not only be able to see people in VR, but also on phones as well, which means that there always will be people to play with online. Rec Room coming in at number 4. The next one here coming in at number 3 is VRChat. VRChat is another long-standing game that has been around for a very long time. Super, super popular. It's another open, VR world where people are creating different worlds based on different properties, and you can go to bars, you can go to movie events and stuff like that, where you can enjoy it with your friends. Obviously, a very social game where you can kind of share all these experiences, meet new people online. It definitely leans itself to be a lot more adult-ish compared to Rec Room, which has a lot more kids in it, especially since it's on the phones and stuff like that, and VRChat is not. It's just in the VR platform space. So you will see more adults in here than others. Everyone has their own unique avatars, which is what sets this one apart. People are literally everything you can think of in VR in avatar form. Somebody is probably like that in VRChat. It is super fun. You can go to nightclubs and stuff like that people have created, and restaurants, and just kind of have fun exploring with your friends and really socialize and get to know people and stuff like that. Really, really cool game. It's been around for a while. VRChat coming in at number 3. The next one here coming in at number 2 is Bigscreen. If you ever wanted to watch movies and TV shows and sporting events with your friends, this is it right here. Or, of course, with strangers as well. Basically, what Bigscreen is that you can go to the movies and they have all these different environments that you could be in, whether it's a giant campfire or giant movie theaters or sporting bars and stuff like that. And there's gigantic screens in front of you. And you can either host your own room or other people host their rooms. And people are hosting all a variety of different content, whether it's, YouTube videos, whether it's sporting events, whether it's 3D movies or regular movies. Whatever the case may be, sharing their screen and playing video games. People do karaoke now and here. It is a super fun and great social experience. One of the first games that I recommend anybody who has a VR headset to download, it would be this one right here. It really introduces you to what social VR can do and how much fun it is to be able to, imagine watching sporting events and stuff like that, like you're with someone else that's across the world, or whether it be your friends that live in a different state, moved away and stuff like that, you can kind of feel like you're still with them. Awesome stuff. I hope Bigscreen continues to live on for a really long time. Bigscreen coming in at number 2. And the number one on this list is definitely Horizon Worlds. This one continues to go up. I mean, obviously, it can't go any higher than number one, but it wasn't this high originally when Horizon Worlds came out, where it was kind of terrible back in the day. But, man, they have improved this tenfold. And back in the day, every time I went into this game, it was always empty. There wasn't a lot of people to talk to. But now, every time you go into this game, there's people in every world that I always join. Great Gatsby, the 18 and plus area, is a fantastic space to meet adults and stuff like that. That's actually 18 plus, and you won't see any kids and stuff like that. People are always having good conversations and just having a fun time talking about their life and talking and sharing stories and stuff like that. And the mini games that I've gotten in here are so much better now. There's so many cool things to do in this game. You can watch movies with your friends, live events, because obviously it's not integrated with everything that Meta does, because this is an official Meta application, which means everything social is kind of in here. You can go to VR concerts with your friends that they do. I mean, there is something for everyone in here. Super Rumble is fantastic and feels like a straight out full-on VR quest game in this world. It is fantastic, and I can't wait to see what do next. Horizon Worlds coming in at number one. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you guys got a lot out of this list. For all you guys who got the new Quest 3S that just released, or if you guys are getting Quest 3s for Christmas, hopefully this list helps you out. There's a lot of social VR games, and social is one of my favorite things about VR. The fact that I can play with people around the world of things that you've never seen before, watching movies with people, playing ping pong like you feel like they're actually in the room, playing pool and Miracle Pool and all of these different games that exist. Social VR, in my opinion, is the best thing about VR, and hopefully this list helps you get started in that vein down social VR. Again, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.